Welcome to the OhioRAAM Show.
Well, hello everyone. This is Jim Lawyer here with the OhioRAAM Show, the show about ultracycling and all things cycling. Hey Lee, how's it going?
Hey, we're making it out okay. It's nice warm weather here. I'm down to a t-shirt. Got the window open behind me.
Awesome.
This is great. And we want to tell you we come here because of all the good people who operate the time stations here in Ohio. Time stations 41 in Oxford, Ohio, time station 42 in Blanchester, and time station 43 in Chillicothe, where Jim hangs his hat.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people make this go 24 hours a day for about 5 straight days. And I'll tell you what, Jim, we ought to be thinking about inviting people to come and see the race from our time stations.
Definitely. It would
and
be
tell them a little bit how to find the best time to come. And I think for people that aren't particularly interested in a particular racer or crew, just like to see a lot of action, we can actually tell you good times have come and be around. So we'll
Definitely
be doing that. It is a great place to watch the race, and there's always people there.
Yep.
And to tell you, share war stories and what have you. Glad to see some people here already.
Yep,
be sure to give us your check-in. Of course, Mr. Skydog is here.
Definitely.
Glad to see him. We would send an email out, say if he's okay if he didn't show up. And your comments and questions will put you in good stead to get some kind of a gift at the end of the show. Jim, think about what we're going to do.
We will definitely do that.
If you think there's a lot of planning goes into this, boy,
you're wrong.
We've got you fooled. Anyhow, in the background, you'll see the Ukrainian flag. We're here in sympathy of the Ukrainian people who are having their schools and hospitals and residential areas bombed. That's enough said about that. We're just making that statement, and we care about what's happening there.
Definitely.
Jim, some news.
Definitely. We'll go ahead and do the RAM entry updates. Kind of stayed the same from last week. We got 5 2-person, 17 4-person, 9 8-person, and 41 solo, representing roughly 22 countries. I think next week we're going to show some country-specific information also.
Yeah, that'd be good. See where people are coming from. We're going back to Denmark again because they have a good group there.
Definitely.
And we look forward to having them.
Yep.
But after touring Europe a little bit, Jim, we're going to be back in the United States next week with the show.
My name is Mark Durno, one of the 4-person team of Team Sunshine. Looking forward to all of us taking on RAM for the first time. All 4 of us are long-term endurance athletes. We've been runners, hikers, triathletes, cyclists for a good part of our adult lives. Team is made up of 2 riders from Brooklyn, New York, Tim Dowles and Scott Bartos. 1 rider from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Miles Bartos, and 1 rider from Cleveland, Ohio, which is me, Mark Durno. Our team is supporting the charity called Arms Wide Open in memory of Sweet Sally Sunshine, Sally K. who succumbed to complications from cancer. The name of our team, Team Sunshine, is in memory of Sally, support her family, their cause to raise money for cancer. Again, we're all RAM rookies, so we're really looking forward to getting this thing started. Being an Ohio native myself, I'm very excited for those 3 stops across the Great Buckeye State. Can't wait to tee things up in June in California and work our way across the country, finish up in Maryland. And we are looking forward to our discussion with Lee and his team on March 13th on the OhioRAAM Show. It should be a good one.
Too cool, Lee. That'd be great.
So, and another great cause, so many great charities that's supported by our Race Across America people. And one of the goals of the show is to make sure that those charities get a hearing here. With that, Jim, I think we're going to go on over to Denmark,
Definitely.
Copenhagen. Well, they're not Copenhagen exactly, but close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Karsten and Frank, you're missing your crew chief today.
Yeah, he's down with COVID. So it's even though the numbers are falling in Denmark, John was unlucky to get it here in the last weekend. So he's not fresh now. So he acts like he's got the flu. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a shame. Yes.
Seems to be. Thankfully, it's not as severe, or doesn't seem to be, and we're grateful for that. But passed our best wishes on to him.
Yes.
Want to remind everybody out there to just tell us where you're at,
Yeah.
and we'd be glad to.
yeah, but we're from a little town outside Copenhagen called Ølstykke. Actually, it's the same town as Brian and Malene. Those you
okay.
got in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think our little bicycle club in our time, in our town is that bicycle club in Denmark with most members that have done or will do the race across America.
Wow.
So we're huge numbers here. I've done it in 17 with in 2017 with another members of the cycle club. So we are very dedicated to race across America in our little town.
That is great. What made you want to do RAM in the original place? What made you want to do ultra cycling?
Yeah, for my it was in the beginning it was a coincidence. In 2011 I did my first RAM with a 4-man team called. Well, I can't even remember what it's called anymore, but it was very fun, I think. And I was contacted by another Dane called Hans Anton Nygaard, who did a two-man team in 2011, and asked me if we ever would like to participate in 2013 to go for the record, for the two-man record. Unfortunately, we missed it with a couple of hours, but I think we did a good time there. And so I did it again in 15 in a two-man team. Unfortunately, my teammate there got a serious dehydration in the desert. He went to the hospital, got a lot of fluid in there. He came back on the bike, but he couldn't eat and he couldn't drink. He would throw it all up, and we had to withdraw from ran early in the race. Actually, I think we did something like 500 miles or so. So I decided to go back in 2017 on a 4-man team. We went for the win there. We won our category. We did that in 2013 too, and I was there with some really strong guys, and yeah, that's my RAM story. And actually, it was a coincidence. I went into this ultra cycling. Actually, I was just a dedicated cyclist before.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So you're with Team Intelligent Cycling this year, correct? Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what you're all about?
Yeah, Intelligent Cycling is a very advanced indoor cycling platform. It is all used in spinning centers and so on, and they develop it so you could use it now on your indoor training bike. So instead of Swift and so on, they make you can make your own programs, but they make a lot of programs in there. So some you can do, and I guess it's free to do it. You have to register it, but it's free to use it. If you have to use it commercial in centers and so on, you have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they are developing and they are making music to it, so you can use the music from Spotify. They are made to the program, so the rhythm is matched to the exercises you're doing there.
Excellent. And I'm assuming you use that a lot in your training when you can't go outdoors, correct?
Yeah, of course we do. So
Excellent.
and actually, intelligent cycling. It's way back. It's developed from something called synergy cycling. Actually, it was a former actually raced across America participating Chris McDonald,
Mm-hmm.
originally American, but he lives in Denmark and works in Denmark. He was it was him who developed those programs to those special indoor bikes called yeah, I don't remember, synergy cycling. It was
Mm-hmm.
synergy. Yeah, E-Tensor was the bike's name. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So it's got a long story, and we have had a little racing team, cycling team, and we for a lot of years had Intelligent Cycling as a sponsor there. They paid for our race starts and so on.
Excellent.
So yeah, it's very great to have them, and they decided to back up us and help us a little bit about this in this project. So we're
That's
very
aw-
excited to them.
that's awesome. I'm definitely gonna look at that one and see how it looks.
And
Awesome.
and let me say that on the website, OhioRAAMshow.com, if you want to learn more about intelligent cycling, there's a link there on our website that'll take you right to that. Now, Frank is sitting there in the background.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit ill today.
yeah,
Sorry.
he's got a little bit of fever, so actually I have to go to work
Oh,
tomorrow.
you're distance yourself a bit. Well,
Sorry about
that's understood.
No worries. We appreciate you being here.
But we don't want to leave you out. Now, you've had some involvement in RAM yourself. You want to say about that, Frank?
I have my experience in RAM was in 2013. I was a crew from Carsten and Hans when they win the race. And that's my experience with RAM.
Okay,
So I'm also cycling sometimes in Denmark. So I lead my hands in Carsten. He's a good man.
excellent. Since your crew chief is not here with you, are you bringing your crew with you from Denmark? Or are you picking up people here, etc.?
Yeah, actually, we got Chris Aceta with us. He's been with me every time I've done the race, and he's a great guy and he's got a lot of experience. I think he is his 10th RAM, I think.
Excellent.
Now. He has never participated as a rider, but only as a crew. We have had him as crew chief for some times. This year he will just be ordinary member. So
Outstanding. And along that same lines, are you guys doing RV or just follow cars or a mix?
yeah, it's a mix. We got two follow cars and one RV.
Mm-hmm.
The riders we are a two-man team, and the riders will stay in the follow cars all through the states during the whole race, and the RV will be used for the crew and only for the crew.
Excellent.
So we will put a bed inside the follow car so we can stay in there.
Interesting.
It's easier. It's easier to sleep in the follow car instead of the RV. The RV is pumping a lot when you're driving.
Right.
So.
Are you doing any special preparation for like nutrition, etc., coming up to the RAM?
Oh, Jim, when you're doing the race, you got to eat what you want to eat.
There you go.
Yeah, it doesn't help you. I think it was George that once said that you can make a lot of planning, but it will only last for 24 hours. So we have to eat what we like. So I know one day you like water, next day you want a Coke, and definitely all the nutritions that taste like shit.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't discover that until you're right in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Which,
of course, we will use some magnesium with calcium and so on, and some salt tablets during the deserts, so we can keep our balance. Of course, we'll do that. So of course, we will think about those things.
I'm kind of running out of questions, Jim. I don't know about you, but
well, I do have one. When you said desert, are you preparing for the heat? Because we had tremendous heat last year, and don't know if that's in your game plan or not.
Yeah, actually, I think that was one of the reasons why we went wrong in 2015. We wasn't prepared enough for that. When I did it in 2013, that was okay because we were very good at the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Hands on me. Brian, this was my partner last time, line 15, struggled a lot with the heat. He couldn't drink and so on. So the meaning is we will do through the Barraco Desert shorter stints, but we will do something like an hour. When we get
Mm-hmm.
into the race after, I think after Brawley or something, when the night is coming, we will do 2 hour shift and we'll do that for the rest of the race. Then we got time to eat and drink while we are leaving the bike. And when we're on the bike, you don't have to digest, so the body is functioning better
Mm-hmm.
because you have done it when you get into the car for the rest. So
Definitely.
that's how we do that. So we only have to drink and eat some wine gums, light sugar or something when we are on the bikes.
Excellent. Uh, Go ahead, Lee. I forgot what I was going to ask.
Well,
Boy.
I had a question, but they just answered it. I just got to say, got a few people watching out there, and
Mm-hmm.
help us poor souls here. I'm sure you've got a question or a comment you'd like to put in here. Please
Definitely.
do, so we can keep us from just stumbling around here.
Yeah,
uh,
it's
I
a little.
remembered what I was going to ask. Do you have one bike that you're primarily going to ride, or do you have a climbing bike, a sprint bike, etc., or how are you handling that this year?
Actually, I'll do my TT bike and an ordinary climbing bike.
Okay.
The TT bike for the long stints, flat stints, or light accents. Um, During when we're going through the mountains in Colorado and so on, it's not possible to go on the TT bikes. They're
Right.
too heavy and not agile enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Frank is has got 2 bikes with him, but it's not a TT bike. It's the kind of aero bikes and the
Mm-hmm.
climbing bike.
Excellent.
So we have 2 bikes each.
Okay. What do you have a goal for this year besides finishing for sure? Do you have any specific goals in mind?
Actually, of course, finishing is the primary goal, but we would like to do it under 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
If we're lucky to do that, I'll guess we get the record for plus 60. I'm 60 years old, and Frank is 64 when we are racing. So we hope we can do that, and the primary goal is to do it under 7 days. Yeah, I can see Chris rating there. That's
Yes.
one of our guys.
20 Rams between you. That's awesome. That's a lot of good experience out there. That'll help you guys a lot.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we got a lot of experience here. We got our crew. Of course, we got some rookies. We always have some rookies with us, but we have some crew members that have done it a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. So I guess right there's your goal. 7 days, under 7 days in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So 7 days is enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we will try to do it under 7 days.
Definitely.
Hopefully we can, but I guess actually the route, if it is like it had been the last couple of years, is a little bit longer than it was when the record was set. But,
Correct.
They had to add some miles in Arizona, was it, in the Flagstaff?
Yeah.
Because of some traffic problems they had on the way they had in there, and the route in not only is longer, but I understand it's one of those long, never-ending climbs as well.
Yeah.
So it's makes it a little tougher.
I guess the route is similar to the one we did in 2017.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yes. I haven't seen the final yet, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Excellent. Lee?
Jim?
Frank? Harston?
So,
I've run out of questions, I hate to say.
Oh, that's okay. I mean,
Yes.
we do that. Geez, we don't. Well, we got a few comments. There's
Yep.
Jane. Yeah,
Jane,
thanks,
yep.
Jane.
Definitely.
Best of success. What are we going to give away, Jim?
I think we'll go ahead and give away $10 bike club again.
Okay.
I can see there Matthias is riding.
Yes.
So he's gonna be a crew from Elin this year.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great.
You guys got a great setup and great crew going.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Jim, I think he might have just subscribed to our YouTube channel. I'm not sure. I think perhaps. Which brings up something we didn't mention early on. We would like to have you make sure you follow us on Facebook or subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Get that
Or
up here.
We love it if you do both.
You threw me a curveball.
Well, I know. It was a curveball myself. We didn't get to that earlier. And
There you go.
I didn't have it in my notes over here, so I should have a permanent set of notes, Jim, that I refer to, don't you think?
That's we like going on the fly. That makes it fun.
Okay, let's give this thing away instead of
All
just
right.
rambling on here.
But we like to ramble. Okay, let me get to that tab. Drum roll.
Ikke mange.
Hmm.
Nej, det er helt den samme. Yeah. Oh, the
Mr. Skydog.
Skydog is winning. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get that out to you, Skidora.
Yeah, I think we've got his information, so.
Yep, we know where you live.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. Let me get that off there real quick.
Yeah.
Get back to our normal thing. I'm just out of sorts right now.
Yeah, it's been a rough week for both of us, and apparently it's been a rough week for you guys too. So
Yeah, it has.
let's just put everybody, our viewers, out of their misery. Thanks for being with us.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to see you.
Yes, definitely. We'll be there cheering you on through Ohio on the way to the sub 7-day finish.
Yeah.
Yep. And we think you might make that. We believe we will. And so
We'll do our very best. Yeah.
thanks everyone for viewing. We thank all of you for following, for subscribing, for sharing, and for ringing that bell.
Huh?
Yeah.
And Gregory, let's find you. Stay around, guys.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.